Hello, dear students, good morning. Students, let's start reading the next part of this chapter number second. Right from this the passage which begins with the word more problems arose when our hand pumps started to block up with the debris floating around the cabins and the electric pump short circuited. More problems arose, bete. All the sailors sailing in the boat wave walker started facing problems after problems, a number of problems, more and more problems compared to the past ones. At what time it is? When their hand pumps, which they had been using for the last many hours to throw the water away, the water that had filled and that had collected on the main cabin, main floor of the ship. Okay, more problems arose when our hand pump started to block up with the debris. Debris stands for the broken part of something. In Hindi, Malba. More and more problems were being faced by the sailors of the boat wave walker when their hand pumps started. Okay, when their hand pumps started to block up with the debris floating around the cabins. When their hand pumps got blocked due to the tiny vestiges, tiny parts of those old broken wooden planks that had been damaged by the continuous strike or hitting of the powerful waves. In shortcut way, beta, all the sailors of the boat wave walker found themselves in more and more critical problem situation when their hand pumps stopped working. Understood or not? When their hand pumps stopped working because of the debris, because of the broken parts of the wooden that had filled into them. Okay, and they had stopped working. Since now they could not use them any longer, they could not throw the water with the help of the hand pumps, and the electric pump short circuited. Moreover, unfortunately, the electric pump, the pump stands for the motor. The electric motor had also been out of service. It had also stopped working because of some short circuit. Okay, it because of some short circuit. Electric breakdown, not electric breakdown but electric fault, electric fault. The water level rose threateningly, alarmingly, creating much panic in their mind. The level of the water, beta, the level of the water on the floor of the boat wave walker also started rising very high, creating much panic in their mind. Beta, the more the water rose, the higher, okay, tension and worries they took in their minds. The water level rose threateningly. By that time, the level of the water that had collected, that had stood on the main floor of the boat wave walker had started rising high, rising up, creating much panic in their mind or threatening. Okay, giving them threaten. Back on deck, where deck stands for, as you can see here, double decker. Deck stands for a kind of part of the compartments, a kind of part of the floors, first floor, second floor, third floor, like this, no? So it is known as, okay, deck. The water level rose threateningly. Back on deck, I found that our two spare hand pumps had been ranged overboard. It was also found by the captain, Gordon Cook, that their two spare hand pumps, which had not been used by that time, had also been wrenched. The word wrenched means twisted tightly. Okay, had been badly damaged. our board along with the Foste sail. Foste stands for a kind of wire that is tied with a pole with a mast in a ship in order to keep it in balance. जस्ट लाइक जैसे इलेक्ट्रिक जो अपने पोल्स नहीं होते, इलेक्ट्रिक पोल्स होते हैं, इलेक्ट्रिक पोल्स बिजली के खंभे, उन खंभों के साथ में आपने देखा होगा ना तार बंधी रहती है, उसको फोस्टे बोलते हैं। इसका मतलब वो उस खंभे को गिरने से झुकने से रोकती है। सो द फोस्टेज सेल this the forestage wire is also tied with was also tied with the main mast, that the vertical pole, okay, that stood in the middle of the that stood at the main cabin of the boat of the ship. Along with the forestage sail, the jib, the dinghies, the word dinghies stands for the small boats, small sized boats, and the main anchor, the word anchor stands for kind of hook, a kind of hook beta, which is used to fasten okay the boat on some port, okay, anchor, a kind of hook. Those all the things had been badly damaged. What were the things? Look, back on deck I found when the captain Gordon Cook came back on the main part of the came back on the main floor of some other compartment, okay, when he came down from first floor to the ground floor, okay, he found that their two spare hand pumps had been completely damaged, okay, and along with the foster sail, along with that the wire that was securely tied with the mast vertical pole, the jib, a kind of canvas, okay, triangular shaped canvas jib, the dinghies, short boats, and the main anchor, and that the hook, okay, that was used to keep the boat stayed on the port, okay, all those things had been badly, okay, had been badly affected as well as thrown here and there by the great force of the water of the waves. Then I remembered we had another electric pump since their hand pumps had stopped working. Dear students, as you know, since their hand pumps had stopped working, so they could not throw the water away out of the main chamber, main cabin of the boat. So it became so much difficult for them to keep themselves fully protected in that dangerous situation without throwing the water out, okay, from the main cabin, main floor of the boat. Then I remembered all of a sudden, Captain Gordon Cook, remembered that we had another electric pump under the chart room. He remembered that they had one more electric pump, electric motor, okay, under the chart room floor, under the chart room floor. The word chart room stands for a kind of place where the maps are also installed and placed in order to give the signal to the boat, in order to tell the direction about the journey. Okay, I connected it to an out pipe, a kind of pipe that is to be connected with the motor, with the electric pump, and also keep some part of the pipe out of the ship so that the water can start falling into the sea, falling back towards the sea. I connected it to an out pipe. Okay, at that time the author felt so much delighted. So being so much delighted because he had got one more electric pump under the chart room floor. So getting help of that electric pump better, he hastily connected it to an out pipe and was thankful to find that it worked. And then he expressed his heartiest thanks to that electric pump that started working properly. So getting help of that electric pump, now they found themselves in an easy mood, okay, and they found themselves in the condition of throwing the water away, keeping the water out from the main floor of their boat. The night dragged on with an endless, bitterly cold routine of pumping, stirring, and working the radio. That the night, okay, On that night of 2nd of January, beta, on that night of 2nd of January, they found themselves in a very difficult situation. But the night hours somehow passed by. The night hours somehow passed by. There was extreme cold, bitterly cold, routine pumping. They were again, they all were busy with their tasks. Larry and Sigler those two hired sailors, crewmen were also working on were also working, keeping the water out of the boat. They were also working, pumping out the water, hand pump, steering. They were also quite busy in steering the boat here and there, and working the radio. And they were also trying their best to get the signal from the distant places, from those old control rooms which were situated at the far end of the sea. Working the radio, we were getting no replies to our mayday calls. In that direst condition, the captain and his all company members, the captain and his two hired crewmen were trying their best to, okay, to get some information regarding the regarding the condition of the weather, okay, on that route to the eastern side of Cape Town. So, but they could not get any kind of information. They could not get any kind of um, they could not have any kind of communication. They could not have any kind of communication through radio transmission. Okay, because the weather was totally deteriorated, spoiled, and which was not surprising in this remote corner of the world. And the author thought that it was not a surprising matter for him or for any other persons also, because it could become so much difficult for each and every person to get any kind of communication standing, okay, in such a remote corner of the world. So at that time their location was really at such a place where they could hardly get any kind of communication and connection, okay, regarding getting any information from the control room. Okay, so their mayday calls had also been totally failure. They had not got any kinds of signal regarding the danger in the sea water. Shoes had swollen means alarmingly, okay, increase, alarmingly come out, alarmingly, okay, bulged. It is known as swollen. Shoes had swollen alarmingly. So by that time that the 7-year-old girl, whose name was Suzanne, who is called by her short name Shu, so that 7-year-old girl Suzanne had really got much swelling on its part due to that hard injury, and it had swollen alarmingly. She had two enormous black eyes. Her eyes had also got badly bulged. Okay, came out means the upper part of her eyes had also been blackened and had also got much swelling. And now she showed us a deep cut on her arm. It was the first time. Hey, try to learn something from this 7-year-old child, the daughter of an English man. And now she showed us a deep cut on her arm. It was the only time when that the 7-year-old girl, Susan, showed all other persons, including her father, mother, and those hired captains, her deep cut injury on her arm. She had also received a hard injury on her arm, and it was the only time when she showed that the hard injury, okay, on her arm to all of them. When I asked why she hadn't made more of her injuries before this, she replied. When the author asked his daughter why she had not reported about that the serious injury to them or to him, as well as to other members of the to his company members, to her mother, and to the hired sailors also before that time. But when I asked why she hadn't made more of her injuries before this, she replied, when Gordon Cook asked his daughter Susan why she had not reported, why she had not told him about her those all kinds of critical injuries which she had received on her arm, the child replied, I didn't want to worry you when you were trying to save us all. What a what a powerful and what an inspiring motivational statement was made by that child. Bete, we all must learn something from this statement. I didn't want to worry you. That the girl told her father that she did not want to put him into any kind of tension and worry when you were trying to save us all. At the time, he was trying his best to save the life of all other persons. When he was trying to save the life of all the members of her family, all the members of her family. She did not want to create any kind of tension and worry in her mind at the time when he was trying his best to save the life of her family members. उसने कहा पापा जब तुम इस प्रकार से हम सभी के जीवन बचाने में लगे हुए थे हम सभी के जीवन बचाने का जब तुम प्रयास कर रहे थे तो पापा मैं आपको चिंतित नहीं होने देना चाहती थी। कितनी ज़बरदस्त बात की उस लड़की ने। 7 वर्ष की लड़की ने ये बात बोल दी। क्या कमाल की लड़की रही होगी। ओके बेटा, कम टू द नेक्स्ट पैसेज। बाय मॉर्निंग on January 3, the pumps had the water level sufficiently under control for us to take 2 hours rest in rotation, one after another in rotation. So by the time of morning hours on 3rd of January 1977, we may say on the morning, by the morning, not on the morning, I'm sorry, by the morning of 3rd of January to 1977, their electric pumps and the hand pumps, getting help of those all kinds of pumps, the water level had been put under control. It means they had thrown most of the water out of the sea surface. Out of the floor of the wave walker. And now they had decided they were in condition to take rest, at least for 2 hours in rotation, one after another. Means they were in a comfortable situation now. So on the morning of 3rd of January, they found themselves in a peaceful and comfortable position. By that time, they had thrown most of the water that had collected on the floor of the boat out into the sea, back into the sea, and they thought that now they could easily pace up with the level of the water that was coming from other sources. But still we had a tremendous leak somewhere below the water line. Again the author noticed that they were still getting some more water. They were still getting some water, not more, but they were still getting some water coming from some leakage below the water line, in the water line. And on checking, I found that nearly all the boat's main rib frames were smashed. And when the author checked it out on his part, what had happened, so he noticed that all the boat's main rib stands for structure beta, main structure. The part of the main structure, some part of the main body of the boat wave walker frames had been badly damaged. Were smashed means were completely damaged. Down to the kneel. Kneel stands for the lower part, a kind of part that is completely dipped into the. I would like to tell you here I would like to show here the. I think if the picture is already given in this textbook better. I think. I'm sorry. 1 minute. Yes. This is the. So better, this is the by the side of the arrow, as you can see here. some part of the wood that is completely left downwards into the sea water, it is known as, okay, it is known as keel. Okay, so this is the main part of the boat, which is completely dipped into the, but I'm sorry, I am to manage the chapter again. Where we were, yes. By morning on January 3, the pumps had the water level sufficiently under control for us to take 2 hours rest notation. हिंदी में बताता हूँ थोड़ा सा, देखो। कहता है 3 जनवरी की सुबह होने तक हमने अपने हैंड पंप्स और इलेक्ट्रिक पंप्स की मदद से हमारे अपने वेव वॉकर नामक जहाज़ के मुख्य केबिन में जो पानी भर गया था, उस पानी को हमने इस कदर नियंत्रण में, काबू में कर लिया था, उसको इतना ज़्यादा हमने बाहर निकाल करके फेंक दिया था कि अब हम 2 घंटे तक बारी बारी से हम आराम कर सकते थे, विश्राम कर सकते थे। बट वी स्टिल हैड ए ट्रेमेंडस लीक समवेयर बिलो द वाटर लाइन। लेकिन कहता है अभी भी नीचे से कहीं हमारी अपनी उस वेव वॉकर नामक जो हमारी जहाज़ थी, उस जहाज़ के नीचे हिस्से से कहीं न कहीं से रिसाव हो रहा था। ओके, द वाटर वॉज स्टिल कमिंग इन थ्रू सम leakages in the water line. And on checking, I found that nearly all the boats' main rib frames were smashed down to the keel. Okay, और मुझे पता चला कि हमारी अपनी जो नौका थी, उस नौका का जो नीचे का जो हिस्सा था, मेन जो पार्ट था, उस पार्ट से जुड़े हुए लकड़ी के जो हिस्से थे, हमारी अपनी नौका का जो स्ट्रक्चर था, बॉडी जो थी, उसके सिर का जो मुख्य भाग था, उससे जुड़े हुए हिस्से थे, वो काफ़ी हद तक क्षत विक्षत हो चुके थे। इनफैक्ट there was nothing holding up a whole section of the starboard hull. Hull stands for frame. Starboard means with the right side part of the boat. In fact, there was nothing holding up a whole section of the starboard hull except a few cupboard partitions. There were okay, not those all things which could be used by the Captain Gordon Cook to give the support to that lowered bent part of the ship, since the right hand side part of the ship had been completely bent down. That the right hand part of the ship had been completely bent down, and there was nothing to give it support to raise it high except some cupboard partitions. वो कहता है कि मात्र केवल हमारे पास कुछ अलमारियों के कुछ हिस्से थे, उन अलमारियों वाले उन खिड़कियों को वहाँ से उतार करके जो हमने अलमीरा कपबोर्ड जो बना रखी थी हमारे अपने अलग अलग केबिन्स में, उनको वहाँ से ला करके और हम उसको ऊपर की तरफ उठाने के लिए, झुके हुए हिस्से को ऊपर तक उठाने के लिए हम केवल उसका प्रयोग कर सकते थे, बाकी हमारे पास कोई दूसरा रास्ता नहीं था। इनफैक्ट देयर वाज नथिंग होल्डिंग अप ए होल सेक्शन ऑफ द स्टारबोर्ड हॉल। हमारे अपने नौका के दाहिनी तरफ का जो हिस्सा जो था, जो दीवार जैसी खिंच होती है वैसे ही दोनों तरफ से फेंसिंग होती है, मतलब दीवार की तरफ से, दीवार की तरह से और ऊपर की तरफ उठा हुआ हिस्सा होता है। तो कहता है कि नौका का जो हमारा राइट साइड का जो पूरा जो फ्रेम जो थी, हिस्सा जो था, वो जो झुक गया था, उसको ऊपर की तरफ उठाने के लिए हमारे पास कुछ नहीं था, छोड़ करके मात्र केवल कुछ कपबोर्ड पार्टीशंस को, जिनकी हम मदद ले करके और इस प्रकार से हम उसको उठा सकते थे। ओके बेटे, नो मैटर, आई वुड लाइक टू रीड द नेक्स्ट पैसेज, वन मोर पैसेज। We had survived for 15 hours since the wave hit. Okay, there had been no other problem for the last 15 hours since their boat was hit by some wave. वो कहता है कि पिछली बार, यानी कि जब से हमारे अपने जहाज़ को उस नौका के द्वारा प्रभावित किया गया था, टक्कर मारी गई थी, उसको इम्बैलेंस किया गया, तब से लेकर अब तक 15 घंटों के दौरान में हमें किसी प्रकार की और कोई बहुत भयंकर समस्या का सामना नहीं करना पड़ा था। हम आराम से अपना जैसे तैसे करके अपने आप को बचा करके हमने रख रखा था। ओके, बट वेव वॉकर वुडंट होल्ड टुगेदर लॉन्ग इनफ फॉर अस टू रीच ऑस्ट्रेलिया, बट दे हैड ऑल्सो concluded it that their boat wave walker would not be able to help them reach ऑस्ट्रेलिया। उन्होंने ये भी अपने मन में सोच लिया था कि भाई हमारी नौका अब इतनी ज़्यादा नीचे से कमज़ोर पड़ गई है कि हम शायद अपनी इस नौका को पानी के रास्ते से भाग कर ले जा करके चला करके हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया शायद नहीं पहुंच सकेंगे। क्या करें, I checked our charts and calculated that there were two small islands a few 100 kilometers to the east. So since he wanted to uh, sat down he wanted to sail down his boat at some port. That's why he decided to check it out whether there were some islands near in the nearby area or not. So I checked our charts. First of all, he checked out all the charts, all the maps and calculated, and then he मेड अप हिज कैलकुलेशंस. कहता है कि मैंने अपने चार्ट्स इत्यादि पर सब कुछ निगाह मार के देखा, फिर हिसाब किताब लगाया. दैट देयर वर टू स्मॉल आइलैंड्स a few 100 kilometers to the east, and he found that there were two small islands, okay, a few 100 kilometers to the east. After covering a few 100 kilometer distance towards the east, पूर्व दिशा की तरफ कुछ किलोमीटर दूरी, कुछ सैकड़ों किलोमीटर, कुछ 100 किलोमीटर 100, 150, 200 किलोमीटर की दूरी और तय करने के बाद में हमारे को दो टापू वहाँ पर मिल जाएंगे, ऐसा उन्होंने उसको लगा. वन ऑफ दैम ईल एम्स्टरडैम, इसको आयल भी पढ़ते हैं वैसे. ईल एम्स्टरडैम वाज ए फ्रेंच साइंटिफिक बेस. सो of those two islands which he had seen on the map, he noticed that one was Ile Amsterdam, which had been used by the French scientists also, and it had been the place for the French scientific base. Or only scientific base means that the island had been used for science experiments. Our only hope was to reach these pinpricks in the vast ocean. Pinpricks stands for here little places where one can hardly find so many problems. Pinpricks also stands for little annoyance, हल्की फुल्की तकलीफ देने वाले वो टापू. कहता है कि हम उस महान महासागर के अंदर, उस बहुत बड़े महासागर के अंदर हमें छोटे छोटे जो दो टापू नज़र आ रहे थे वहाँ पर हमने पहुँचने की उम्मीद लगा ली थी. बट अनलेस the wind and seas abated means stopped, so we could hoist sail, our chances would be slim indeed. So they waited for the wind, so that the wind could be slowed down and the speed of the wind could slow down, and so that they could again hoist the sail, they could again put the sail. Hoist means उठाना ऊपर की तरफ. वो कहता है कि बट अनलेस द विंड एंड सीज अबेटेड, उनको लगा कि यदि मान लो समुद्र में उठने वाली लहरें और पवनें यदि नहीं रुकी, तो हमारे द्वारा हमारे अपने जहाज़ का लंगर जो होता है, जो कपड़ा होता है, हल्का कपड़ा जो दिशा बताने में प्रयोग किया जाता है बेटा, जहाज़ के ऊपर के हिस्से में वो टांग दिया जाता है, ट्रायंगल शेप्ड होता है. तो कहता है कि ये शायद आवर चांसेस वुड बी स्लिम इंडीड. तो उसको लगा कि स्लिम का मतलब वेरी लिटल, तो हमारे चांसेस वहाँ पहुँचने के बड़े कम हो जाएंगे यदि समुद्री हवाओं ने चलना बंद नहीं किया, यदि समुद्री हवाओं का चलना बंद नहीं हुआ, और यदि इसी प्रकार से लहरों का उठना बंद नहीं हुआ, तो हम अपने जहाज़ के ऊपर लंगर नहीं डाल सकेंगे. वो तिरपाल जो डाला था उसको हटाएंगे और वो कपड़ा दूसरा होता है उसको लगा देंगे, जिससे कि उनको डायरेक्शन का पता लगता रहे. द ग्रेट वेव हैड पुट आवर ऑक्सिलरी इंजन आउट ऑफ एक्शन, एंड दैट द पावरफुल वेव had also put their extra additional engine out of action, means had been totally that the additional engine, auxiliary engine, assisting engine had been out of order, and it had been totally out of order because of that powerful wave. वो कहता है कि उस बहुत ज़्यादा तेज़ तरार से उठने वाली सीधी खड़ी जो एक लहर खड़ी हुई थी, उस खड़ी लहर की वजह से और हमारे जहाज़ का जो हिस्सा जो क्षत विक्षत हो गया था, उसी लहर की वजह से हमारा अपना जो इंजन जो था, ऑक्सिलरी मदद करने वाला एडिशनल इंजन जो था, वो भी कहता है कि आउट ऑफ सर्विस हो गया था, ठीक प्रकार से काम नहीं कर पा रहा था. बट द रेस्ट ऑफ द पार्ट ऑफ दिस लेसन विल बी completed by us, and I think in one go we will complete the chapter, in all conditions, anyhow, in by hook or by crook, I am sorry, किसी भी तरह से हम इसको एक नेक्स्ट पार्ट में कंप्लीट कर देंगे. थैंक यू फॉर दिस डे. काइंडली गो थ्रू दिस होल चैप्टर वेरी सिंसियरली. Spare some time for yourself. Stay healthy, be cheerful, and take my words very sincerely. But if you don't revise the facts as explained by me, I think you will not be able to know what has happened in this chapter and what kinds of problems were confronted by the captain and his team members. Thank you. Okay, try to be cheerful every moment and be studious. Don't waste your time on useless things.